everyone! Hello all gentle folk, gentle beasts, and all creatures in between. This is Traversing the Dark, and I'm happy you've chosen to join me on our Morrowind Let's Play series.
What do you want?
Alessia Arefi is just the kindest woman. Now, where last we left off, our spy master Caius Casades had given us 200 gold to spend as we pleased, and he basically told us to acquaint ourselves with the world of Morrowind, suggesting that we join a guild, the Imperial Cult, which we have joined, advance in the ranks, gain skill and experience, or go on our own, do freelance work, and then when we're ready, we can come back to him for orders. That basically means we're going to get acquainted with Balmora and spend a bit of time doing some jobs for one of the local guilds. Because I'm a mage, a battle mage technically, I am thinking that the Mages Guild might be a good bet. And so is Caius actually. Again, we're in Balmora, one of Morrowind's major settlements, the second largest city by population, and it's home to the council seat of House Hlaalu and their decked out Hlaalu guards.
Wealth beyond measure.
You see that Karla has got some bone mold armour she pilfered from that bandit on the road. These guards, they've got the full set. And right now, these two seem to just not be able to let each other go. Oh, the guard gave up. See you later, guard. You tell me anything, Rarian? Latest rumours that Hlaalu and Telvanni have been fighting over Adunran for years. Yes, the major great houses of Morrowind tend to, you know, have a bit of political infighting, as much as you'd figure great houses of any nation would. Now, the best place for us to gain some powerful spells and more experience before we do actual jobs for Caius in the game's major quest is the Mages Guild. You can see here they've got representation in just about every town of Morrowind, but you can see their insignia is the Eye of Horus, so the Egyptian imagery is continued just like the rest of Balmora's structure. We'll be doing a few jobs for them this episode and the next few episodes. I'll also be joining the Fighters Guild, although I will not be working to improve in their ranks. There's reasons to join the guilds apart from just quests.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Ranis Afris. Are you looking for me? You want to join the Mages Guild? I do, certainly do, Ranis. You look like the sort we could use, thank you. Will you take the Mage's Oath and join the guild? Tell me about it. Perform any duties assigned to you by the masters of the guild. Learn from them and grow strong. Always share your knowledge freely with other guild members. Never strike or steal. Just be a good person. I would love to join. And as easy as that, we're now a member of the Mages Guild. Ranis, Caius told us, had a bit of a chip on her shoulder. Whatever that means, we're not quite sure. I think I'm actually going to put this dialogue window over here so we can see the character's face who's talking at us. We can't advance, we meet our requirements, but we've not completed enough duties. So to level up in a guild, you need to do quests, but you also have to have skills and abilities at a certain level that the guild wants to advance. It's not like Skyrim where you're just questing and then, you know, within an hour you're the Archmage. So duties, she doesn't have any for us, but we can speak to her again when we've proven ourselves. In the meantime, speak with Ajira. She may have some small tasks for you. Mages Guild is dedicated to the preservation and distribution of magical knowledge freely throughout the land. So, we have been told to go in this rather simple guild hall and this little tree in the middle, find a friend who can give us some duties.
Yes, what is it?
Hello, Masselini Marion. She is the local guild guide, which basically means she can give us transportation to all the other Mages Guild in Vardenfell and in the mainland. Aldrun, Vivek, Sadrith Mora and Caldera. Most of the major cities are represented of a Mages Guild in them. But we are going to be speaking to
wounds.
Ajira. I actually don't suffer wounds, I'm fine. Only mental scarring from all the murder I've done. Hello, Ajira. Yeah, what brings you to Ajira's shop? Do you want duties from Ajira? Do you want the local brews, help in a fight, some Telvanni bug musk, or a way to reach the high places? She sells potions of restore health for when you're bleeding and potions of restore fatigue for when you're weary. Yeah, Ajira's the local potion seller here. She can sell things that make us smell better, some perfume. Karla's okay, she's just here for some jobs. Ajira has duties for you. Before Ajira can be a journeyman in the Mages Guild, she must study local mushrooms. You can find them all over the Bitter Coast. And what a coincidence, I've already got them. Now Ajira can write the report and be a journeyman of the Mages Guild. Ajira has made potions for you to take in return. She's no great alchemist yet, but Ajira thinks you can use these. She's taken away the mushrooms, and she's given us some cheap restore health potions. The reason they're cheap is because they really are extremely basic restore health potions that are not going to help you in a fight at all. As an alchemist, she can tell us what some of these mushrooms that we just gave her can do, but I want other duties from her. More duties for Karla the Cam. She made a bet with Galbadir. Ajira made a bet with Galbadir that Ajira would be a journeyman before Galbadir. Now Ajira must study these mushrooms and write a report. Ajira wants you to give Galbadir a fake soul gem. Ajira is basically your college roommate who's really fun to be around but doesn't really like to do a lot of her own work. And also likes to prank the other college roommate that is just that little bit more dedicated than she does. Galbadir is the nerd, and Ajira is a nerd too, but a vindictive type of nerd. That's the kind of nerd that I love. She's made a fake soul gem. Take it and put it in Galbadir's desk upstairs. Galbadir should be coming downstairs to talk with Mariandren, so no one will see you do this thing. Basically, she wants you to sabotage her competitor so she can get the rank of journeyman, which is, I believe, 1 up from apprentice. So actually, Ajira's new to the guild too, but she already needs some help. But quid pro quo, I do some jobs for her, and she gets me in good standing with Ranis. So I've been given this fake soul gem, which I am to place in Galbadir's desk, and Galbadir's coming down to speak with someone, and here she comes. Nothing to see here, my elven friend.
What is this about?
Nothing! And of course, it's another wood elf. Oh goodness, we already bullied one. Step right up, Karla the Cam, look over my collection of scrolls. How about the flashy and cheap Taldum Scorcher to burn your foes, or Undusi's Unhinging to open stuck chests and drawers? If you're going somewhere dangerous, try some scrolls of Vitality and Vigour to restore your health and fatigue. If you're in real trouble, you'll want Alcivia Intervention or Divine Intervention to transport you instantly to the nearest temple or Imperial Shrine. She's a good salesperson, you have to admit. Galbadir's got some salesmanship to her. How do you feel about this bet that Ajira's got with you? Have you been helping Ajira with the bet? Go ahead. I have many tricks of my own. Even you and Ajira together can't stop me from winning. Well, I better not tell him I'm about to sabotage her. She's your local enchantress. Galbadir can enchant items for you and train you in some basic skills. What I might do is sell her this scroll of courage, and I'll also sell her these pants. And you know what? I'll sell that flame sword as well. I don't really need it. Okay. Yeah, you on your way. Nothing to see here. Just a new dark elf in the Mages Guild, making her way, doing some epic jobs. Now, I'm to swap this for the fake one. But you'll also notice all these valuable items. Look at that. 60,000 gold. She's trapped the soul of a winged twilight, which is like a harpy basically. A Dramora, which is a demon, 6,000 gold. Oh, a titan, a skeleton warrior, a rat. Now look, Karla might be bloodthirsty. She might have just pranked Galbadir, but she's no thief. Karla is going to leave this stuff alone. Some of you Morrowind veterans out there will be screaming saying, how can you not steal the limeware platter? Well, for one thing, she's coming back up, so she might have caught me. But also, nothing. You heard nothing. I'm also just not going to be thieving. It makes the game too easy if you can just get tons of money right at the start. Doesn't it? That's not the way I'm going to play. I'm not playing a thief type character. I'm role playing strictly as a more fun type of character. For me, anyway. I did it. Ajira thanks you. Ajira must now study local flowers. Well, what a coincidence. I just happen to have picked many flowers, and they just happen to be the flowers that you need. Karla's got some foresight like that. These are the flowers Ajira needs. Ajira has made more potions for you. Ajira hopes you will use them well. Sheep restore magica potions. That'll be helpful. Could you fetch a bowl? Her friend Raver the trader here has some. Okay, I'll do that, Ajira. But first, before we do anything, I want to see if I can buy some more potent spells. Hello, Esther Dallin, our fellow colleague in the Mages Guild. Apprentice of the Mages Guild. Now, she has some basic spells. The bound spells are probably the best one. Bound spells use conjuration to summon magical weapons and armor out of thin air. Basically make you pretty super strong for a couple of seconds. But I won't be taking them. What I will be taking is from
looking for something
my fellow Dark Elf spellcaster. On Deuce's open door. Open 50 points untouched. That will let us open up things magically without the need for a lockpick or probe. 50 points. Levitate spell to help us fly around. You've seen me fly with a potion. Now I'll be doing it with an actual spell. And I suppose I could also have Summon Skeletal Minion. That might help me. Summon Skeletal Minion for 60 seconds on self. Masseline Marion. She also has spells. And the one that I'm going to buy from her is Bound Mace. Because we are mace wielding specialists here. And so a bound mace, as you'll see, is something that's going to be pretty useful for us. Over here, we've got Sharn Gra Musgob, an orcish mage, which you don't see much. I cannot think with all these interruptions. Please leave me alone. Again, not the friendliest. What do you think about the bet between the two apprentices? It doesn't surprise me. Latest rumours? Ajira made a bet with Galbadir about who would get the rank of journeyman first. I hope it doesn't end with more flame atronachs in the guild library like last time. Well, it seems like they've been at each other's throats. This is Morrowind for you. You get basic busy work quests at first, and then as you rank up, you no longer have to be doing odd jobs for just random newbies. You get to actually do some powerful, high-level magic quests. She can sell me some potions, but she can also sell you spells in restoration. Cure poison, restore health, cure common disease. You do have diseases in the game. Resistance spells. To be honest, I won't be using these spells that much. She does have a useful spell called Feather, which can lighten your load for a couple of seconds, but again, it's not really yet that useful unless it's constant effect. So a lot of the spells in this guild hall are pretty basic. You'll notice there was no more powerful fireball or destruction spells. As we go to other guild halls, we will be starting to see more powerful examples. Ajira asked us to get a ceramic bowl from next door, but I'm just going to showcase the supply chest. This is your basic chest for all the members of the guild. Most guilds have these. And standard Magicka Restore Potions, boom. Scroll of Almsevi Intervention, boom. Scroll of Divine Intervention, boom. This is all free stuff. Basically free a communal chest that you can take stuff out of for free. It does restock, but after a certain point it won't be restocking anymore.
I've heard a lot about you, Outlander. Go ahead.
My reputation already precedes me, I see. Night has fallen, but we're just going to go to the general storekeep next door and see he has got a ceramic bowl for us. Raver Trader. Hello, Raver Trader.
Khajiit has no words for you.
I do love how the Khajiit always talked about themselves in third person. Ravir knows why you're here. You want to buy Ravir's famous Daedric weapons. What? You say these are not Daedric weapons? No, you're right, but Ravir is no liar. When you wish it, Ravir's fiend, demon and devil weapons will be as sharp as fine Daedric and as light as Netch airsack. The magic lasts a short time but long enough to punch through the toughest armour. Ravir buys them direct from the Telvanni. You'll not find any cheaper in all Balmora. We've heard a couple of things about the Telvanni. They're another great house. Ajira did say when we asked about their perfume that she didn't like them much. This is what he means by Daedric weapons. He doesn't actually sell us Daedric weapons, which are the most powerful weapons in the game. He sells us normal weapons that are enchanted to create bound weapons that have the same stats as Daedric swords and daggers, etc. I won't be buying them, they're pretty pricey. I don't need them right now. All I'm here for is the ceramic bowl for my good cat friend Ajira. Latest rumours? There's a particular judge magistrate who's been being paid off by local criminal cartel, and the Imperial Legion champion at the Moonmaw Fort that we walked by to get here doesn't like it. He wants to stop corruption in Balmora, but I don't see what he can do. We might come back to that quest, but not right now. In Morrowind, you're generally not told when a quest is too high level for you. You've just got to figure it out, basically. And there are some quests that you're sent on that are particularly high level quests. Especially for a level 1 battle mage. So, we've got Ajira's ceramic bowl. Your busy work is done. Oh, she doesn't seem to care. Instead, she must find her stolen reports. Ajira needs your help very badly. Galbadur stole Ajira's reports on the properties of local mushrooms and flowers. Ajira knows Galbadur did not leave the Mages Guild, so the reports must be nearby. She's gonna lose the bet, and it's gonna affect no one in the world but them two. Oh well, here's your ceramic bowl. Here it is. This is a very good bowl, but now Ajira must find her stolen reports. I don't have them.
What is it, friend?
I'm glad we're friends, but I need to find where they might be. Where are the stolen reports? Can you tell me? You probably don't care. Nope, she doesn't care at all. What does she say about the bet? They've been at each other's throats since they got here over which one is a better mage and whether Khajiit are better thieves than BOSMER. Playing right into their stereotypes. In the world of the Elder Scrolls, it is a stereotype that Wood Elves and Khajiit the Cat People are both thieves. Ranis, can you help me out here? It's an unfortunate situation. Back when I was apprenticed here, we had to find our own reports when a jealous rival stole them. She doesn't care that there's a rivalry and they're messing with each other. It doesn't surprise me. She's just saying, it's a shame they got you involved.
Go ahead.
Right, anyway. Galbadur, what's going on?
From where do you hail, friend?
Here. What's going on? What have you been doing? Are you suggesting I would steal something from a fellow guild member? Now, she doesn't want to tell us anything. However, what we can do, we throw a little bit of money our way. She might give us some information. Throw a little bit of coin her way. Oh, she didn't like that. Sometimes in Morrowind, people can be bribed, and sometimes they can't be. So you'll see there, her disposition went up. She said bribe success. I do this, it went up again. Is that enough to get some info? Yep. So see, you can bribe people. If you increase their disposition towards you, they're likely to give you more information about certain topics. Yes, she admits, I stole the reports. I'm quite proud of it, actually. I had the first one under a dresser in the bedrooms. I had the second one among the sacks of ingredients, since Ajira needs you to to collect the ingredients for her. She will never find them. However, now you just told me where they were. Among the sacks. Ajira's mushroom report. Now, you can stop and read this report. I'm just going to point out a few things. These two are just lovable idiots. What she says is, Ajira works very hard to go all over the Bitter Coast and collect all these mushrooms. Ajira deserves the rank of journeyman much sooner than Galbadur. It's not exactly how you write a professional report. She gives us some nice paragraphs on what the mushrooms can do, and then takes all the credit for what we did. Again, your vindictively nerdy college roommate, who is also the one that when you're doing a group report, she does not pull her weight. She'd be getting an F, and you're the one that's pulling her up here.
How interesting.
So I've got one of them.
A tourist.
And the other one was in the kind of bed chamber. There we go. Ajira's flower report. Ajira works very hard to collect these flower samples from the dangerous Lake La Amaya. Ajira must do 2 reports, and Galbadur must only do 1 silly report. Ajira deserves rank of journeyman very soon now. It's just ridiculous. There is an element of just ridiculous pen pushing and rivalry in the Mages Guild of Balmora, it seems. Yep, I've found them. Here they are. I've only 1 report. Oh, did I not take the other one? Goodness. Oh, okay. I must have not taken the other one.
I suppose I could spare.
Excuse me, Esther Dallin. Excuse me, Esther Dallin. You're blocking my way. Uh-oh, she doesn't want me to leave. She doesn't want me to leave. I'll just wait for an hour, and she's left. Passive-aggressively, just standing there. Hazing ritual for the newbies. You don't get to leave the bedroom. You're staying there forever. Now, did I not pick this up? Oh, okay. Take. Remember the take option.
Where's that slave?
So yeah, just some basic entry-level quests that are really just showing you how ridiculous the petty rivalries in the Mages Guild can be. This is not the kind of rivalry you'll be seeing in House Telvanni. Here they are. These are the reports Ajira needs. Ajira thanks you, Karla the Cam. Ajira is your friend always. Ajira worked very hard on these potions for you. Potion of Fire Shield, Frost Shield, Lightning Shield, and exclusive spell absorption. Now, thank you for making them, Ajira, but I'd rather you just gave me money for them instead. This is like someone getting you a really thoughtful birthday gift. I made it for you and you're like, just give me some money. Thanks, Ajira. Any more duties? Ajira knows many secrets, but they are not yet for friend Karla the Cam. Speak with Ajira again when you are a warlock. That's a pretty high advancement in the ranks. Ranis Afris here may have duties for you, but Ajira does not like Ranis much. Seems to be a theme. A lot of people say there's a problem with Ranis, the guild boss. Maybe you should speak with Ajira's good friend Edwina Elbert at the Guild of Mages in Aldrun. So she's directing us towards other people. We could go to Aldrun, but instead...
How interesting. A tourist.
These random people just saying how newbie I am. Instead, we're going to go and speak to Ranis. I'm interested in what her duties are, why everyone seems to have a dislike for Ranis. Caius even told us she's got a chip on her shoulder.
Yes, Outlander.
Advance me, first of all. I'm an apprentice, and now I'm a journeyman, hey! Next rank, I need to be an evoker, so I need to do some of her jobs. I need someone to convince an ex-Telvanni to join us. While you're there, you can collect Manwë's guild dues. Okay. The Telvanni's name is Lerar Beriloth. He's in Sulapund. If you can't convince him to join, kill him! While you're there, collect the guild dues from Manwë. She is in Punabi, nearby. That's pretty brutal. It went from collecting bowls to assassinations. Where's Sulapund? Just before the fork in the path. Okay. Now, a Telvanni is basically the rival, complete rivals to the Mages Guild. They are not at all people you want to mess with. Ranis, however, seems to want to get their ex-members to join the imperially sponsored Mages Guild, and also collect some guild dues. Manwë has failed to pay her dues for several years, and she now owes us over 2,000 septims. Allegedly, she's researching something in Punabi, near Lerar Beriloth in Sulapund. If you can convince her to pay the dues, I will split them with you. 1k gold. Otherwise, kill her! You're pretty brutal, Ranis. She looks pretty... Look at that face. She looks pretty brutal. Yeah, this is no quest picking posies and pretty shrooms for a cat. This is convince them or kill them. Well, I know what Karla would want to do. Somebody said Larius Varro over at Fort Moonmoth is looking for you. Said he wanted to talk to you. Don't know what about. We will do that quest, but not right now. Okay. I'll try and find these people. Now, if she could give us some better directions, that would be helpful. Sulapund, Punabi. Leave Balmora. Okay, it's a long journey, right? Punabi is past this fort called Morundus, so we're having to leave Balmora and go all the way out here. And this is Ashen country. This is pretty bad territory. So, to prepare for this, what I'm going to do just before the next episode is go and buy a more powerful fireball spell, and also restore my magicka by resting at a shrine. So I'll see you in the next episode. I'm going to start off at Moonmoth Legion Fort, just to save us some time, and then begin our journey to both find this ex-powerful mage and convince him to join the guild, and go and get the basically guild taxis that are due to Rannis from a guild member. Sounds like she might have gone rogue, so I'm going to map my spells and make sure that I'm ready for potentially some much more dangerous quests. Thank you for joining me, everyone, in this episode. I hope you're enjoying, and I hope you've enjoyed the first meanderings of the Balmora Mages Guild and
Yes,
Karla the
stranger.
Cam's adventures as a mage. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like and comment as well. Let me know what you would like to see going forward. If there's any other guilds and factions you'd like a Karla to join and engage with, then feel free to let me know. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, your week, your night, and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to check under your bed.